Week 41 kicked off with a visit to the Brinkerhoff. We've been talking about this place where Alex has been working for the past several weeks, and we finally got to see inside. Starting out, we have the decor. It's just absolutely beautiful inside. We started off with a burrata appetizer. Then Melissa got the Wagyu short ribs. I had lamb chops. Alex had a center cut filet, and Trina got the French dip. Finally, we ended the night with the tres leches. Afterwards, we did go outside to catch the view, and although it is a beautiful view with the city lights and the flames, I was a little sad that we didn't get the daytime view of the mountains from this location. All in all, it was a wonderful evening. It's a great place, and I'd recommend that you check it out. Last week when I was mowing, I caught a sprinkler head with the lawnmower. So today I decided I'd take it apart and get it fixed. The base of the spring had snapped off of where it's supposed to be attached, and that's why it didn't recede like it was supposed to. Luckily, the new head, everything is put together. I guess I don't need to replace the entire thing, but since they don't sell just the core that I'm aware of, I may as well just throw the whole thing in. And I'm very happy to say that I figured out how to aim it and got it right on the first shot. Always kind of nice when you have some spare parts in the garage and didn't have to go out and buy anything for this repair. I wanted to get the repair taken care of today because I think I'm going to blow up the sprinkler system, and it would be better to blow it out with a repaired system than blow it out with a broken system. When I was over with my mom last week, I mentioned that I used to borrow an air compressor from the school to blow out my sprinkler system, and I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do it this year. She was like, we have an air compressor in the garage and I'm never going to use it, so why don't you grab it and at least use it for what you need, and if you can't find room to put it, you can always bring it back. Got a nice spot here in my garage for it, so I guess I don't need to haul it back up to her house. So I made sure that the main water line was closed off, and then I made sure that the feed to the rest of the house was also off. Finally, make sure that the line to the backflow is on, and here we go. Then you just turn on each zone of the system for 1 minute, and a little longer for the first zone in the backyard, but then you let everything get blown out. Several years ago, when I replaced my backflow for, the third time, a guy at Home Depot suggested that I get what's called a shark bite clamp so that I could just completely remove the backflow over the winter instead of just winterizing it. So with the shark bite, you simply pinch and you can pull it off of that pipe. And then I've got a nice little cap to put on that just to make sure that critters don't get into my water system. Then the other end of my backflow, I've got this coupler so you can untighten that and take the whole backflow inside. And then I've got a coupler on a cap so I can cover that up and make sure that I don't get critters in my irrigation system. New game at youth on Tuesday night. I think it's pretty much made up on the spot. Well, aren't they all kind of made up on the spot? Well, a person throws a ball in the air, calls out a name, and then the named student has to catch the ball, shout stop, and then they're allowed to take 3 steps, and then they see if they can get somebody out. Then a game that's a little more traditional, powdered donut on a string. Now the rule was that neither the eater or the dangler was to use their hands, but as usually happens, that rule wasn't consistently followed. And as also usually happens, tempers flare a little and the youth leader gets a face full of powdered sugar. Wednesday night was the choir concert for the students that I had worked with for 6 weeks this semester.
Well, I finished reading What If Jesus Was Serious About Heaven by Skye Jethani. I have been taking my time through this one, using it as a devotional on the weekends when Skye's devotional with God daily. It only is Monday through Friday, so I've been using it kind of on the weekends. He definitely challenged some of my ideas about heaven, and definitely challenged some of my ideas about, what our culture thinks the afterlife is going to be like. It's a devotional, it's easy to read, there's little drawings, like the others of Skye's devotional. I would recommend it. It's a good one. It'll challenge some of your thoughts and take you back to the Bible so that you can really look at where your ideas about the afterlife come from. So check it out.
On Thursday, when I went to my mom's, our friend Julie was up from Center, Colorado, which, if you don't know, is where the best potatoes in Colorado are grown, and she gave us a 10-pound sack of potatoes fresh off the truck. Well, on Friday, when Alex made his family meal this week, he used the extremely fresh potatoes. And although Alex's meals are always great, the potatoes were especially fantastic.